So ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sharon Whiteman, and it's my great pleasure and privilege to be here every week with Diana Hunter and Gary Knapp and each and every one of you. And I know this call today with the amazing James Hannan is all about an introduction. So I'd like to welcome anybody new to Mannatech. We're great. You'll see the passion that just oozes out of all of us. And I'm a 24-year veteran with Mannatech, a former ICU nurse, and my health recovered, and then my income's been boosted for many, many years now. And I feel blessed to be a part of Mannatech and this great community. I'd like to introduce James formally. He likes to say that he's the story that no teacher wants to tell their students about. He went from getting the lowest grade in his high school to becoming a national sales manager of a small public company. His passion for understanding the sales process and what makes a person say yes to buying a product fueled his success, because he could never understand why people would actually say no. If they did, he knew that he had made a mistake and mistakes could be fixed in his communication. But it was this knowledge of people's behaviors that warned him that changes were coming for the company he worked for. He needed to start a new challenge and see if he could take his passion for people and processes and do something for himself. James said no to building a Mannatech business 3 times, but then one day his upline, Rod Gilchrist, helped him and see what was possible. Although James wasn't an overnight success, he was able to build a large international business starting over 21 years ago. His passion for Mannatech is more today than it ever has been. His dream is to help all Mannatechers achieve their dreams. James will be talking about why now is the perfect time and we're the perfect company to partner with for income. You know, really, who do you know? You're listening to this today, but who needs to, once you've heard James, who needs to hear about this, and who might be blessed by you having the courage to share this with them? It's a really important message. So James, bless you for jumping in to fill a void for us. We're so lucky to have you.
My pleasure. I love being here. I love seeing you all. I love what you do here. Without it, I think that this has become a pillar of the Mannatech community. It would be a massive void if this never happened. And so I'm just very thankful that it's on every Saturday. The commitment that you, Sharon, and the team have is extraordinary. I love it. And I love you guys. Thank you very much for letting me be on. It's an honor. So let's have a look at a couple of things here. I'm just going to take control and do what I do, and we'll see where we go from there. Here's, just check, work with me here. Okay, so here's one of the things that we want to be able to do when we're, resume screen sharing. Okay, can you see that? Just making sure, because it says that my screen sharing is paused.
It's saying you've started screen sharing. There's no image yet, James.
I wonder why it does that. Hey, that is so weird.
Did it last week for Dr. Nugent too, and then it changed. He did it.
Sorry, guys. It's been doing it to me all week, and I as well. I'm not exactly sure why.
I'll make you host in case that makes a difference.
I don't think it does, Shaz. It's okay. I
No.
think it's all to do with Zoom at the moment. I think they've got a little glitch. Can you see me writing?
No.
Huh. Well, that just blew out my idea for the morning, didn't it? Hold that thought, team. Let's try this. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? No, that didn't work. Let's go stop sharing. Okay. What about now? Can you see that? No.
It's just got text saying you've screen sharing.
Oh, that's so weird.
Do you have 2 screens?
I do, but I'm sharing the right one. I'm sharing my iPad. So strange. Okay, let's try this again. Stare. I apologize. Then we go there. We go there. We do this. This. Why does it keep doing that? Normally, team, I'm just letting you know, I'm pretty good at IT. but there are some things that are out of my control. Let me try something. That won't go to that. Okay.
Do you want to get me the image, the file? Is it too big to send me?
It's not a file. It's actually a I was going to doing a whiteboard presentation. Oh, okay. So we're going to go back to the old style. So there is always a backup. I always have a backup, and it's old style. Hold that with me. Hold that, guys.
So one of the things I want to say for those of you watching this, obviously this is an unusual glitch that we've had this morning, but one thing that's important to realize is that some of you may looking here, and like James will probably mention that he's a very high income earner with Manatech, and that might make people think, oh, I could never do that. But please know that you can put as much or as little. Your goal might be have an extra 500 a month, and don't let James' income or other people's big income daunt you in regards to that. So it's completely flexible. And I'm going to hand over to James now.
Thank you. That is a great point. Why is it? It's just saying paused. It just keeps coming. Your screen sharing is paused on my side, and I can't resume screen share. I might. I don't know. There's probably.
We can see the whiteboard fine.
Let's go with that.
Plan B.
Yeah, that's plan B. I don't know about you guys, but I love a whiteboard. I grew up in this business on a whiteboard. Sharon, you said you were here, you've been here for 24 years. That's amazing.
In November, I think November 1998, I believe it was.
Wow, I was February. So does that mean I'm pretty close to 24 years?
Yeah, 23 and a bit.
My gosh, let's not say that too often. It makes me feel old. Okay, so team, what I want you to understand is a couple of little things. First of all, I'm going to give you something now because that I'm working on, and it's going to really help you and it's going to be something I'm just going to give to everyone once it's settled. But when we're talking to someone, we want to understand three things. Okay, when we can understand these three things from a client or a prospect, it's going to help them to make the buying decision versus you selling. And I don't know about you, I do love the sales process, but I don't like selling. And there's a difference. So I understand this. Those of you that are new here today and those that are been around for a little while, let's understand there's a difference between the sales process and selling. Selling is using all of the different closes, open-ended questions, closed-ended questions, all of that sort of stuff. But when you can develop a sales process and understand the process that goes through a client's mind before they make a decision, the better the result's going to be. And so what I do now is I prefer to use a sales process and allow the customer or the business partner to come to a decision pretty much in their own. This is how I do it. First of all, we start off with what do they want? And this comes through you having your conversation. We're not going to go through form and sign and all that sort of stuff, or forward and sign, which is there's training on that in Sharon's archives here. But we're going to talk about what do they want. What do they want? Let's say that a person here, they want they want freedom. Okay, so this is what they want. They want freedom. So to help them get what they want, we need to talk about the three areas of what Manatech does. Number one is income. Number two is health. And number three is purpose. So as you go through this with a client or with a prospect, we want to help them to see where are they at? What areas do they need to work on within their life? You see, what happens many, many times is we're trying to sell them in our own excitement what it is that they should do. So we're selling them, buy Ambritoes, buy True Health, buy Bounce Back, all of those products, which I use all of the time, every single day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. And we're going to break this down. Now, this is what I'm working on and testing at the moment. So you're going to get into this. So for those of you that are new here today, I want you to understand that when you are able to ask questions that allow a person to make up their own mind, because it is logical, if you think about it, it's actually very logical that everyone you speak to should be getting started with Manatech to make more money. And you might be thinking, well, James, how much money do you make? I think last month I made $20,000 or $22,000. So I do okay, right? So if you want to know if there's money in Manatech to be made, there's money in Manatech to be made. And so, but what we do though, is we can throw out those big numbers, and that number should just be your authenticity. That should give you your authority. By being able to give somebody a testimony gives you authority. So the first thing we want to do in income, we want to talk about the income is made up of 3 areas, really. You know, what do you have? Do you have a job? And they'll say yes, right? Or what income do you have coming in? The second thing is you'll ask is, do you have any your own business, right? And if you have your own business, what kind of residual income do you have coming in? Okay, and then, you know, you're starting to ask them questions. And if they say they don't have a job, well, obviously that's not good. And if you don't have a business, well, that's not good. And do you have any residual income? No, that's not good. So if all of a sudden they've gone, well, okay, I want to have more money, but right here in front of them, they're looking at, well, here's where I'm at right now. They're going, well, okay, right in front of them, they're seeing this is their life. The next part is we look at health, and they go, and there's 3 aspects of health, I think. And you can do it, what your circles, whatever way you want to do your circles. But the 3 aspects of health go, you know, is wellness, weight loss or weight. Well, actually, we should say fat. Okay, and then the other one is aging. Okay, and so when we look at these 3 things and you ask them, you know, well, how's your health? What do you feel like on a scale of 1 to 10 with your wellness, with aches, pains, energy? How would you say you are? And they'll give you a number, and you'll say, okay, between to this is bad, and this is good, and this is good is great, and this is average. Okay, and then you'll talk about their fat. You know, when you look at them, how do you feel this is? And then aging, how do you feel this is? And you know, this is where you be very kind. Okay, when I'm doing this with a person, I will be very, very kind. I'll, like, when they go, oh no, you know what, it's really, really bad, blah, blah, blah. You know, well, you know, maybe it's not. Let's give that an average. Okay, maybe it's not too bad. Okay, because in their mind they're looking at it and they're going, okay, that really could be better. But we don't need to be the one that's telling them it needs to be better. Then what happens is we move into purpose. Okay, purpose is, you know, well, actually, purpose would be a whole thing here. You know, what do you feel like you have the time? Do you feel like you're fulfilling your purpose? Do you have the time to do it? Do you have the money to do it? And is it something that you have the heart to do? Okay, and then all of a sudden they're looking at this circle and they're going, well, I have a job, but I don't have any residual income, and I don't have a business. My health, well, I've got aches and pains, I'm overweight, and I'm actually aging way too fast. My dream, the thing I want to achieve, I don't have the money to do it, I don't have the time to do it, and what I'm doing, but I have the heart for it. And so all of a sudden, when they have something like this in front of them, it becomes a foregone conclusion that they've got to make something, they've got to make the change. Okay. And I think there's a song about that. And I'm just working on this a little bit more. And once I've got that work down about the presentation of it, but just to give you an idea, it works. And I use colors with it and things like this. But one of the things that I've learned in this business is that it's not more time that you need. it's more repetition. So let me say that again. It's not more time that you need to build your business, it's more repetition. You need to, and so for you to become better at doing a presentation, for you to become better at signing somebody up, for you to become better at understanding the prospecting and sales process, you need more repetition of doing the thing that you need to do. So many people will say, oh, I need more training. No, you need to repeat more of what you know. Oh, I need someone to sit down with me and take me through it. No, you need to watch the video over and over and over and over again until it gets stuck in your mind. You see, and these are the things people don't get. Think about it this way, Sharon, you're a nurse. So Sharon's a nurse. How many times did Sharon, did you have to repeat writing something down, do the study to become a nurse? And it's the same with every career that we do. Being a parent, I don't know how many parents will say to you, there was no manual for me to follow. Sure, there's all these books with people's great ideas. And my first child, I'm not sure how good I did. My second child, I think I got better. I wonder what it would have been like if I had a third. Probably not so good, I don't know. But it's the better we become is only through our repetition. So I like to use something like this to get my repetitions, to start repeating, and I'll do something over and over and over again, and I'll analyze my results. And I think for those of you that have known me for a long time, you've heard me say it, how many times I practice my presentations before I do them, and then how many times do I do a presentation. But most people aren't prepared to do that. But here's what I do know about you guys is that you want something more for your life. So when you look at this for you, when you look at your income, how does it look? Okay, how does it look? Do you have a job and are you happy with your job? Does it give you a lot of money? Do you have a side hustle? Okay, or something that allows you to build a net worth? And do you have any residual income? So that your income would keep coming in even for the next 6 months at least if you did nothing. See, residual money won't be forever, but it could be for a period of time. The way I look at Manatech is that, if I don't do anything in it, I could probably continue for the same income for another 12 months, maybe 18 months. But after that, it would probably start to drop away. Why? Well, my disconnection. It would be a disconnection. So as you build in your business and as you get started moving in your business, you have to understand that repetition is everything. So when you're doing a presentation like this, you're going to repeat it over and over and over again. Now, I know many of you are going to want to send me an email. James, can you send me that? No, I can't. I'm not going to send it to you. Just take a screenshot of it right now and then practice it and then work it out. You see, I believe that things should be difficult. I do. I really believe things should be difficult. And I know most people don't want to believe, they don't want to own that. But when things are difficult, you put more effort into learning them. And when you put more effort in, it becomes yours. So once we start to look, once we can find out a person's dreams, goals, and desires, which is what we've just done there, we're able to move into the next part. And excuse this, it's just, we move into the next part, which is a simple little presentation. Let's see how this works. And I still use circles. And the next part is I go to a cell. I say this is a cell. Attached to cells are proteins. Attached to those proteins are glycans. These glycans, there are 8 that are required in your body, but 6 are missing because of the way that we process our food. So that means we only get 2. Those 2 that we get are glucose and galactose. The other 6 are missing. Manatech developed a product called Ambertose that is the supplement required for all of your cells to communicate. We own the patent on that, and we are the only supplier of it in the world, of the highest grade Ambertose in the world. We decided to take this nutrient and put it into all of our products or to use the technology to allow us to deliver other nutrients to the body. So we've taken this nutrient for our weight loss, for our anti-aging, for pain, for weight loss, anti-aging, pain, and wellness. And we know that just by adding this nutrient back into a person's diet, that we are going to see transformative change for them. Okay, we are the only supplier. Imagine if you were the only supplier in the world of vitamins and minerals. Do you think that would be a big market? They all say yes. And now, all of a sudden, that's my presentation. That's my presentation. It's so simple. Okay, the next part, once we've gone, whoop, if I move that across there. Okay, next point, the next part of that is we're looking at the money side of it. And now you don't even need to share too much on how the money works, but you can. What I like to do in the money is keep it very, very, very simple. And I've done this on the back of Napkin. Okay, the way that I like to do it is I go, the money side is this, is that, okay, let me tell you about James. And I start telling stories. Stories sell. And I tell a lot of stories. Then once I've told the stories, I'll give them a little bit of an overview. It's $49 to get started. So it's not going to break the bank, right? $49. Everyone can come up with $49. And then I've got over here is the sheet of these things, right? That's over here. So it's $49 to get started. And then you just order whatever product you want to order each month, probably between 150 to plus dollars per month of product. Look after your own health. And, if you want, because you just said that you've got some weight challenges, you've got some weight issues, and you'd like to slow down some aging, I'd probably recommend Youth and True Health. Okay. Now, all you have to do is help two people do exactly that. You help two people do exactly that, you become a silver associate. Just by doing that, just help two people do exactly what you did. You've become a silver associate. Absolutely sensational. Congratulations. And that's all I want you to focus on. That thing. That is it. Done. If you can focus on that and then just help these two people become a silver associate. So you're a silver associate. I just want you to help two people become a silver associate. That is all. Can we do that? So my plan, I'm thinking, is that we can probably help you do that this week. Okay, and you become a silver associate. It's so simple that we don't need to go any bigger than that. Now, obviously, let me tell you about James. James earned $22,000 a month. Let me tell you about Rod. Rod was earning around $84,000 a month. Let me tell you about who, when he was, at the top of the career, let me tell you about, and you just share some stories. There's lots of money, but it all just starts here. You don't even need to know the rest of the comp plan. But this all happens because just in comp plans, we can go a little bit more detail if you need to, but realistically, this is how the comp plan works. We start here, we build we help two people become silver associates, and then they do exactly the same. Now, some people not going to want to build a business, they're just going to want to be a customer. That's okay. We put our customers over here, okay? The more customers we have, the better. We make 20% on what they do. Boom, there's our presentation. That's it. That's it. That's your presentation. So now we say, and then we can talk about, and over here, we're just going to talk about it. Okay, to help you with your, these challenges here, you've got a job, which is excellent. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a few hours a day that we can help you start building your business, to build your business. Then over here, as your business builds, you're going to start earning more money, and some of it's going to be residual. Now, so we've got that part covered. Now, also, we've got to you've got some challenges with your weight, your health, sorry. Your health's okay. So your health's fine. That was green, right? You're in great shape. But your weight, you want to lose, say, 5 or 10 kilos. Well, then we're going to look after that. We're going to look after that with True Health. Okay, and you want to slow down the aging process, we're going to use that. We're going to look after that with Youth. Now, purpose, I'm so glad you love purpose. Well, we have a thing called M5M, okay? And we're saving the lives of children all over the world. We take care of that in a big way. And now all of a sudden, we've made our presentation simple. We've made our presentation concise, and it doesn't have to be hard. Anyone can get in front of someone and say, hey, look, it's just this. $49 to get started, order whatever product you want to order. We've got all these great products. Here's what they do. The ones I love are these. For me personally, I use Youth every day. I have the True Health because I exercise a lot and it's a snack for me. So I have 1 or 2 shakes a day. I'm a Tic Tac packer, so I have all of the tablets. I have Ambritoes. I have the drink M-Pack because I exercise, 2 or 3 times a day. And so I have M-Packed, and that really helps me. And but I just love what I do. So you'll get the product. Just choose what products you want. Don't worry about that. Don't be too hard on yourself. Just choose which ones work best for you. $49 to get started, use those. And all we have to do is help you find 2 people. You're becoming a silver associate. Probably going to be 10 people we have to speak to find those 2. But you know what? This starts your business. It's easy. Let's get you started. I think we can do that in the first 7 days if we want to get started now. And done. So there's my presentation, guys. That's as deep as I go. I share a lot of stories. I listen to them. I love it. I love what I do. I'm passionate about what I do. Do I do other things online to attract people? Yes. But you know what? Can I let you in on a secret? I just want to let you in on a secret. And the secret is this. My strength is offline. My strength is talking to people. And I hope it's yours as well. It's just sitting down, meeting someone, giving them a smile, giving them some love, some attention, and finding out their needs, hopes, wants, and desires. And I'm putting something together about this over the next few months, and I'll share it when it's done. And I've tested it a few times, and then it's under my belt, and I feel confident giving it to you all. But you can make something up like that yourself. But what I would do is I would keep this so simple, right? Stop making it big and complicated. You can say, look, we have all these leadership levels. I would talk about leadership levels. Silver associates earn a couple $100 a month. Gold associates earn a couple of this. You can break it down into income levels and do that if you want to. But that's all I would do. That's all I would do. Simple, easy, not complex, very casual, and excited. Your excitement is everything. That's it. I'm really complicated, Sharon, these days.
That's awesome though, James, because anybody could do that, right?
Yeah.
Anybody, they could pick this up and go and just practice with a neighbor, with a teddy bear, with a friend, with the child, and they'd be
started.
Yeah, exactly.
It's if you just focus and like I said, anyone can come up with their little 3 circles, what they want to do, and I'll applaud them. I just want us to get back to, let's keep this really simple. What products do we have? Well, we have a weight loss product, a product that removes wrinkles, a product that removes pain. I can't tell you how good bounce. Can I give everyone a little point about bounce back? There's 2 things I bet that you didn't know. So first of all, I have two bulging discs, and I think something else up here in my neck. And teddy bear's the best. I've been speaking to my daughter's teddy bears for 20 something years. Sharon's heard me talk about that many times, I think. And but the pain hasn't been going away. Then all of a sudden I went, you know what? I hear all of these health people talk about doubling the amount of product you take, but I take Bounce Back every morning, just the 2, but I never felt any different. So I increased it to 4. Oh my gosh. The pain in my back almost went within a day. And I'm pain, like, I can't tell you with what I do as a martial artist, how good that felt. Waking up in the morning and not being in, I still have a little twinge, but not as much pain. Anyway, so, you know, you tell people, what do you have? What products do you have? Well, we have a product for weight loss. We have products for weight loss that work great. They target fat. That's all you need to say. They just target fat. Tastes great, they target fat. We have this product that's anti-aging. It actually removes wrinkles and it's natural and good for you. You're going, what? That's all you need to say. What I'm learning in marketing is that the simpler it is, the bigger the uptake. The simpler it is, the bigger the uptake. If we keep everything simple, team, wow. Hey, let's get excited, like be excited with me. This is my presentation. I just want our team to focus on 2 silver associates. That's all. Sorry, get 2 associates and help to get 2 associates.
Awesome, James. That's really great. And this may seem a bit unusual, maybe even a bit arrogant, but anybody needs to sell youth, you can tell them, how long have we had youth, James? Is it 20 years now? 18, do you think? Does anybody know here, any of our brains trust?
I don't know. We were 9. My daughter was 9, 10, and 9 when she was
2014, Chris is guessing.
Yeah.
30th of May, 2000, Irene's got it. 30th of May, 2014. So I've been using youth since then. Yeah, I know. I knew we'd have a brains trust answer there. But I've been using it for that long, or however many years that is, that's what. And I turned 65 this week.
What?
And absolutely nobody will believe me. So you can use that. You know, you can show any picture in any of our videos and it works. It's like, it's outstanding.
Don't tell anyone, Sharon. I turned 50 this year.
Ah, did you, James?
I do. I turned 50 in a few weeks. Let's keep that between you and me and the doorpost.
Everybody, nobody, don't tell them you're here.
No.
Anyway, we've turned into a bit of a community chat here, but that's why we're a great community.
Mm-hmm.
No, Irene, it was your daughter in hospital. Yeah, that was a big one. It's a really big one.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, huge one. I got goosebumps remembering that. I understand as a mom. So, James, I think, you know, this is perfect. It's a perfect 35-minute training. People can take it and re-listen to it and rewatch it. I'll have it up probably by tomorrow sometime, depending on how many children are downloading things here. And it's good old regional internet. And yeah, next week, now someone's pointed out that I've double booked. I did put it in my diary, so I must have looked in my diary for the AIM seminar. So I'll be changing, I'll be taking a look and rebooking Ty for another time. Because I think next week is the AIM Saturday, and that's important. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, James. Thank you for your community and participation, everyone. And practice this, and we'll continue to enhance it and work on it as we go forward across the week. So thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend. It's lovely to be here with you.
Bye, Ryan.
Bye.